Welcome to the fucking podcast. Hey, also, I have an apology right away. I'm sorry that I was late, but there's just honestly, there's nothing to do about it at this point. There's nothing I can do.
You're gonna be a half hour early. Yeah. You're gonna be a half hour late. You're just
listen. Last time
you will not show up on time.
Last time I tried to be
that's
an
the
hour
truth.
Early, and it didn't work out. Grant told me to go home. Grant told me we're not doing it today.
He texted me like 7 a.m. Dude, I was so hungover when we recorded, and I was trying to find the smell. I found the smell, by the way. It was the refrigerator.
It's Grant's ass.
Yeah, the stinky cheese man.
AQI to suffer in Minnesota,
dude.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's cool.
Grant's fridge is the reason our AQI is so fucking bad, dude. People think it's from Canada. It's
air
from
quality.
Grant's fridge.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
which,
man.
by the way, you're listening to the We Cool podcast. Guest join us is good friend of mine, Kai Peterson, great artist. Thank you for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here on this cast.
Thanks for being here, Kai. Questionable choice in friends with Tommy, but
I know.
Grant and I will take you in as well. So listeners, give this guy a chance, okay? Don't dismiss him just because he's friends with Tommy.
Yeah.
Like you normally would do.
Exactly.
Don't turn it off. Hey, turn that fucking shit up.
Turn the volume up.
Crank that shit, dude. Turn your ass while you're listening to this podcast. The only podcast that will actively encourage you to crank your asshole while you
That's
listen.
right.
Put something in there.
Here, move this way so Kai's a little bit more in frame there.
Yeah.
A please would have been nice, but I'll do it.
Fuck off.
I'm still mad.
What are you mad about, dude?
Fucking last week, man, I found out I got haters.
You got one hater. First off, okay.
There's one from Grant, and
my friend still likes you.
And I remember my mom told me that too one time. So I got 3 haters.
My dad's also not a fan of you.
Fuck.
That's 4 haters, dude.
He just said he doesn't like the vibes that you.
That's fair. That's fair, but you know what?
That's
to all
not
my haters. One day I will shoot you in the head with a gun,
and I'll help you. I'll help
you, Tommy.
Get rid of that body.
I will not return the favor, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, man. Look, it's anywhere between 1 and 12 haters.
It's been driving me crazy.
I can't even imagine.
But here's this: if listeners, new reason to write in. If you're a fan of Ryan. If he's a fan, or if he's just a star player of yours that you really like, tell him.
I need this right now. Okay, I was in Alexandria, Minnesota all week for work, and I almost did it. Folks, and it would have been your fault.
Right, I think I have to come clean about something. My first apology. I was lying. My dad doesn't know who you are.
Okay, cool. I didn't think he did. I was like, maybe
that'd
be a show, or
that'd be cool if my dad was a hater.
That would be cool. I would respect that because I don't know him and. I don't know how he knows me even.
Ryan, you gotta change the way you're looking at this though, because you can't we're bad boys. We're bad boys.
Yeah,
so
we're the Detroit Pistons and podcast.
Exactly, dude.
I either read this in some sort of really smart book or maybe saw it on an Instagram meme page. There's really no way to know, but I read a thing one time which is something along the lines of if you got haters, that means you're doing something right. So
exactly.
So you can at least lead a horse to water.
I also don't think that that's true. If you have haters, that's not that's not a good. You might not be doing something right. Maybe you're an asshole.
Yeah. You should have more people that like you.
Speaking of questioning colloquialisms, I don't know if you can lead a horse to fresh water. Have you ever tried to lead? Horses are strong animals
and horrifying. Human teeth,
dude. They're so much bigger in person. I remember being a kid. You see them on TV shows all the time. You see them in the news, but then you see one in you get zoo books. You know, a horse.
5 o'clock news. A horse is the main story.
A horse, a bank.
A horse. A horse is finding some fresh water. This is the news.
Man leads horse to fresh water? ? But anyways, the point is, it's hard to take them somewhere they don't want to go. You know?
Yeah. Did you guys see the horse that visits you when you're dying or something?
BoJack Horseman.
Was that?
Wait, what? What's that?
Yeah,
BoJack. But what's the horse that leads you?
The same guy.
The episode?
Well, I don't know. It's just that would be crazy if BoJack Horseman was like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
it's like I'm depressed.
I would be so. My brain. I could see that happening with just your synapses are just going off, and it's like random thing you've seen in your life. BoJack Horseman's your leading you to nothing.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if BoJack Horseman was real life, man.
I would
really
that would be that would make me question a lot of things, honestly. If there was a horseman walking around and he was a sitcom star.
Yo, I wish BoJack Horseman was real life, man.
I had a family reunion recently that was
Man, I just wish there was real BoJack Horseman porn.
Give me the bow. Give me the jack. But
fuck me.
Or jack guy?
At this family reunion, I have this really old relative named Sonny. This was in Arizona, and he's like an ancient cowboy. He's like 85.
I
already
love this guy.
Leaves spit on the glass. He's old as dick. And I have a cousin who lives in LA and looks like he lives in LA. He has an Instagram account for his dog that has like 125,000 followers. Like,
let's get him on the fucking podcast.
Yes, get this fucking dog on the podcast and not let your cousin talk at all.
I overheard him just talking to my really old relative Sonny about how BoJack Horseman is just like a great show. And he was like, BoJack Horseman will like change your life. Like it's like deep but it's like funny. And was just like explaining BoJack Horseman to like this guy who doesn't know what like a computer is.
Yeah.
He's like, so do you ride him then, or do they ride him around on his shoulders, or how does this work?
He was kind of just going like, just being old, you know?
Yeah, this Sonny guy is just thinking about all his friends that have died throughout his entire life, not all even recently.
Trampled by horses.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, man, it's this cartoon, and this guy's like depressed. You gotta check it out. Like, they deal with mental illness a lot, you know.
It's super meta.
You hear the name Sonny a lot, but you never hear of a guy named Shady.
There you go. Slim Shady.
One.
Well, okay, actually, that was proven as soon as I got it, pretty much.
Me and Henry Fugit, friend of the show, was on the podcast, comedian. He visited me for a couple days.
Yeah.
And we watched 8 Mile. And you know what? Pretty sick movie. I thought it was sick when I was 12 years old.
It's still
rewatched it at 25.
You really only need to watch the rap battles to get the whole gist of it.
No, you want Cheddar Bob.
He's kind of an
Cheddar Bob.
Well, Cheddar Bob is like you really watch the show and you're like, oh, they just kind of let this like special needs guy hang out with them the whole movie. Like,
yeah,
he's really not adding a lot to the group.
What's Cheddar Bob? Like, I've never heard of the 8 Mile or really? Cheddar Bob.
Have you not seen 8 Mile?
Eminem's movie that's
his
kind
biopic
of about his life. Yeah, but he's playing someone else, but it's him.
Martial Lives Matter.
Cheddar Bob was one of his friends who's like, he's like the Forrest Gump of 8 Mile. You guys ever find yourself?
He shoots himself in the cock.
Yeah.
Like, actually he does?
Yeah, he's like trying to pull his gun out and he shoots his dick off. But you guys ever find yourself watching 8 Mile and you think, what's Cheddar Bob's motivation here? You know, what's behind this character of Cheddar Bob?
Yeah,
a deep dive into the mind of Cheddar Bob. Welcome to the Actors Studio. I'm here with the man who played Cheddar Bob in 8 Mile. He's not even an actor. He's just a guy they found on the street. You know, he's like,
yeah. Cheddar Bob is an unfortunate character. That's got to be based off a real guy. Think about you got to be. Cheddar Bob probably was at the premiere of that movie, like the real Cheddar Bob.
Yeah,
and you kind of have to be like, if you're Cheddar Bob, you're like, well, this is unflattering.
Yeah, and his real name was Swiss Steve.
Mozzarella Mike.
Yo,
fucking Italian.
Look what they did to me, Maron. Hell yeah!
I shot myself in the dick. It hurt so much. You got to watch 8 Mile, Kai. Henry hasn't seen it, and Shelly Paul hasn't seen it either. And I was like, how have you guys not seen 8 Mile? This is what made me want to become a rapper when I was in middle school.
Shelly Paul, friend of the show, very funny comic, refuses to come on the show, which honestly fair.
Refuses to listen to the show, refuses to promote
and also
refuses
to talk about on her podcast. I produced their podcast in my apartment. And then Henry was like, Tommy's producing this podcast, host of the week. And Shelly's like, no, don't even. And I'm like, all right, man.
There are no hard feelings there. Truly, genuinely support Shelly Paul. We get it.
Just don't listen to her podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast. I say listen to it. Fuck. It's
okay.
On high. I forget the name.
Don't you dare mention the name.
Don't you? But this is a podcast about apologizing for things. Me and Kai.
Yeah, sorry. We should have explained that to you.
We should have explained that.
I was goofing. I know.
I'm
so sorry.
Ryan, he was briefed. You weren't here.
Yeah, you weren't here for the debriefing, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was late. What was I? My girlfriend that one time? There's
also
Yeah.
you missed the joke that I was doing.
What joke were you doing?
I'm doing this. You know what? I it's not gonna work because the
Just
EDM
screaming and running
music.
around.
Oh,
I was doing this thing where I was listening to EDM music and I was.
that's
and
cool
I was,
that you're calling that a bit now instead of just what you enjoy doing.
I was vaping, listening to EDM music, and you know
Okay.
what? It made me feel pretty damn cool. So
Isn't it kind of cool to see Tommy just slowly turn into David Citrick?
how am I turning into David Citrick?
I don't know. You're tall, skinny. You're listening to EDM
He's
music.
not
White
that
as hell.
tall.
Well, very white.
Okay.
He's not. He doesn't even listen. Isn't he like a ska guy?
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't really make sense.
Let's get
You
this
just-
show rolling. Why are
let's
we
get
talking
the-
about David
listen-
Citrick?
Yeah.
Hey, David Citrick, friend of the show. Very funny comic.
Does
Check him
David
out.
listen? What's up, David?
Probably not.
Nope.
Nah.
I took a shot, and I didn't need to there.
Yeah.
Didn't
We only
need
get
to.
one. You only get one shot, one opportunity.
Fucking, I fucked
Can't
it
miss
up.
the chance.
See, but that's the thing that song doesn't tell you. Sometimes you take your shot, and you just aren't good enough.
But the movie implies it because Eminem does bomb
The
a
first
couple
time.
times, right?
So-
Isn't it multiple times?
I think it's the first time. I don't remember.
You guys good at impersonating Eminem?
I think Tommy has a pretty decent.
Yeah, I
energy.
can kind of like well, it's like
I can do the green one.
Like maybe like do a super villain, not Venom, but like a different one, like
Like-
Doctor Doom.
you can kind of get into him like storage up in the orange. I get a porridge in the storage in the door hinge, and then
Yeah.
you're just like,
Okay, yeah, sure.
yeah, you can kind of get into him that because I remember watching like a 60 Minutes interview, and like they're interviewing Eminem, and he's like, yeah, he's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're like, and in this, and they're like, there's technically not a word in the English language that rhymes with orange. And then Eminem's like, you know, they say you can't rhyme anything with orange. And then he's like, storage, door hinge, porridge. And I remember being like, in 7th grade, being like, oh my God, dude, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You were right.
And I'm right. Yeah.
You're ahead of your time, Tommy.
Yeah. But yeah, a podcast where we apologize for things. Me and Kai, I think, have
Oh,
it's a good.
Ryan has a rule against burping on the mic.
I'm
You're
sorry.
a guest. You're a guest, and you're more than welcome to. But
Sorry, I just thought it was fun.
it is fun.
No,
Yeah,
Tommy was
Ryan's
doing it.
lying to you
No,
right now.
I'm
Right?
being
No.
kind and welcoming to a guest. Tommy was doing it. Tommy did it too many times for too many episodes.
But
and
you
it was
started. You
Brian
burped.
Mikey!
Okay, I won't burp on the mic again, but I.
Fine.
But you broke your own rule, Ryan. You
I
burped
win.
on Mike a few
Yeah,
episodes
I
ago.
did. I did do that, and I will not apologize for breaking my own rule. I refuse to apologize or take any accountability for any
Yeah,
of my actions.
You're the king of having it always, dude. You're kind
Yeah.
of the Burger
King of
King.
Staten
You're
Island,
kind of the Burger
baby.
King in a way.
Yeah, you're
but,
the burger.
But so are
Have it my way.
Shut up, Kai. Are you and Tommy? You're old friends. That's what I'm sensing here. Like, how long have you known each other? What?
Not really. We met through my girlfriend. We met through
Oh.
Dana.
Okay, not 6 months.
Because I thought you were
and-
talking about high school people. Like,
Yeah, well, Kai went to South and I went to Washburn. And if you go to like the Minneapolis public schools, everyone's sort of like adjacent to each
Yeah, we
other.
did a party in the same like 3 schools.
It's like improv
Okay.
and stand up.
Yeah, it is kind of like improv.
You're gonna
Mhm.
know some people.
Ryan, really quick, good analogy. You hit one.
Thank you. Can I say one thing? Other thing, really quick.
Absolutely, man. You can say whatever you
just
want.
just pick your
What about
battles
this?
here, buddy.
Burger King, have it. You're gay. Gay
Nice.
Burger King. What about that?
Okay, sure.
Hey man, Pride Month, a couple months ago.
Hey, or
I'm saying have it your gay. Support him.
Yeah.
that's-
that would've been
that's a good
huge
way
if-
to take it.
Yeah.
What if it was like,
You know,
have
wait.
it, comma, you're gay. Like you
Yeah,
are gay.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Have
if
it,
you're gay,
also
treat
you're
yourself to
gay.
McDonald's.
I'm
you're
loving-
gay.
I'm loving gay.
I'm loving gay. What? Wendy's. They even have a slogan. Wendy's is such a dog shit fast food place. I don't think they even have a slogan.
Wendy's is a trans woman.
Yeah.
That could be their slogan for.
Okay.
Pride.
Wendy's.
Their
We're
new slogan is
Wendy's. We're a trans woman.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, yeah, I'll go.
The
I'll go,
makeup,
sure.
folks. A lot of people don't know that about Wendy.
Yeah.
Freckles are makeup, and they don't even have a fucking slogan. Get a slogan. It's 2021. What are you doing?
Subway, eat ass. You know.
How about Wendy's nuts going away?
Oh,
Nice, dude.
okay.
All right. Well,
let's go. Let's go.
There you go.
Save
No,
me money
we met.
and- Menards. I don't know. I'm done.
we met when I was like I don't know, what was I, 22? I don't know.
I think you were
only
13 and I was 37. And we met by me messaging you online.
Oh, you were
Cool,
grooming
cool.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Hey, that goes back to our don't groom me, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, don't groom me, bro.
I think we met.
I'm into it, but don't do it, man. It is inappropriate.
Don't
Morally,
get caught.
This is very bad and also legally.
This is a great
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, you know, I think I got groomed by all my friends.
Yeah.
You know, I think all my friendships started that way.
Can I say one thing that we're gonna have
You
to
can
real
you can
quick?
say as
Why?
many things as you want, brother.
You're
You
just
can-
making me edit this, dude.
One thing?
Ah,
And then I won't say another thing that we have to edit out.
okay, I still have to
Okay.
do the edit.
Okay.
Wait, are we?
Not gonna do that to your cat, but all right. So
Nice.
There's the edit
we're
point.
back from our quick break that we took there.
I had to
Yeah,
take a nap.
we all had to go to the bathroom
I
at the
was
same
tired.
time.
Yeah. Tommy just said something really
No, we
racist.
all did take a nap.
No.
Kai, Ryan, and I all got into my
No.
bed.
No,
Tommy
I
took a nap
didn't,
too.
dude. You did. Shut up, man.
Shut up!
Oh wait, Tommy
So
texted
shut
me
up!
and he said, "Oh, Tommy, you can't
Why
say
did you
that.
not say anything racist?
All right, what is this podcast?
Yeah,
anyway?
this is wild.
This is a podcast where we apologize. We say things we
Oh,
don't mean.
I saw something. I was perusing TikTok and I found a TikTok account. TikTok is really empowering too many people, I think, to really be confident about their choices in life. There's this one group that, well, not a group, but there's a lady whose account is all about like, I'm dating my cousin and it's your problem for having a problem with it. It's like,
All right,
Yeah.
well,
and they're like making out on the TikToks and like doing all these couple TikTok challenges. And every single one is like when you're dating your cousin, like that feeling when you're dating your cousin. And
is
it's
this
just
Jeff Asmus?
I love that feeling.
No, it's you know, I don't know. It's just unfortunate. I think too many people are empowered to be just
Themselves?
I mean, if you want to date
Disgusting.
your cousin, fine by me, man. God bless, in fact.
You
okay.
can do it as long as you don't date my cousin, who's
I-
also your cousin.
I just don't get
My
the.
rules.
I just don't.
If you
I just
can't
don't
date
get
my
like the.
cousin, leave that to me.
Don't
right?
tread on my cousin. That's mine.
Don't email my cousin.
Yeah, I just
That's
don't get like the
fine.
aggressive mentality of like I'm dating my cousin and that's your fucking shit, dude. Now you got to deal
Yeah.
with it.
You
You
got some fucking problems.
You got some issues. Figure that out,
I'm
asshole.
gonna go fuck my cousin at a Portillo's.
My girlfriend's a robot that I bought online. And that's good, actually.
Yeah, and I'm
Fucking
getting pissed
cool.
at you.
And you're fucking racist if you don't like that.
Yeah.
It does happen to be a black couple, so I'm sure that it does go there. But I would not put it past the commenters on TikTok to be racist.
Well, you
towards-
think about it, we're all each other's cousins. White, black, brown, yellow, whatever you are.
I mean,
I
but if you
don't
think
care
about
if
it,
it's
if you
purple.
think about it more, we're not though.
Man,
you
that
know?
was beautiful, though.
Thank you.
That was
thank you.
really beautiful.
I'm just trying to bring people together here under one movement. You know what that movement
Oh,
is? Men
cousins.
Right. Stop cutting our foreskin off when we're babies. Wait until we're consenting adults.
Anti-Semitic.
Dude,
Yes.
Okay, would you?
Got you.
I'm
Got you.
pro-Semitic. I
Would-
think 6 billion Jews died during the Holocaust.
If
All right,
you,
don't do great jokes that you've written in the past
All
on the
right,
podcast.
They
Don't-
always bomb, so
That's a
Got
great
it.
one. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
did
I
you-
grant.
if
Oh,
you-
sorry.
If you had the choice now, would you be circumcised or
I
uncircumcised?
think uncircumcised. Here's
Okay.
the thing: they took too much in the first place. Also, I was talking to this Jewish girl like a year
Wait,
ago.
did they really?
And I was talking to this Jewish girl like a year ago, and she was like, you know, if you want to be confirmed by Israel, like to convert to Judaism, you have to get recircumcised. And it's not like a for show thing. Like they actually do it. And it's like, geez, guys, you know, I only got so much left to give. You know, like, maybe we could just
Kai, you're a Jewish man.
Yeah,
correct?
that's true. I'm a Jew.
yeah. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
No,
mom is
I didn't mean like, wait, you're Jewish? I mean, like, is it true about like
Get
to be
the fuck
recognized
out of
by the
here.
state of Israel?
I don't know.
Okay, because I also heard that from one Jewish person, then was just like, I guess that's
Also,
just the
like,
rules now.
To get recognized by the state of Israel.
Yeah,
That's,
okay.
yeah. Well,
That's not a
yeah,
great. That's
exactly.
not a great metric.
Yeah, they don't have a great track record right now. I'll say it.
Whoa, dude.
I don't know.
Um,
Whatever.
I
Maybe
know.
I
I
shouldn't
agree.
have said that. Who knows?
Grant, I do like stumbling on those weird, like especially in like comment section, like just like the weird corners of the internet. Like those
Yeah.
comment sections are the funniest thing. about the internet, because it's like nobody's like trying to be funny for clout. They're just commenting for like the love of the game, you know? Like me and Henry were on this like Family Guy sexy Instagram page, and it's just the Family Guy characters being naked and stuff like that. And the comment sections are just got like, one comment is just like, bro, what? Like, like, and then the other comment was a picture of Lois Griffin like naked, and then one guy comments like, damn, bro, I wish this was real life. But I wish the fake show was actually naked.
Yeah, what are you?
It's like, dude,
it's real.
It's as real as it could possibly get at this point.
I wish
looking at it, my dude.
Wake up and smell the coffee, jerk off to naked Lois.
Jerk off, dude. It's real.
If you saw real, like a, brought out of the screen naked Lois Griffin, the proportions on like you would scream.
It would be horrifying.
You would run away.
Someone commented, "This is not allowed." Like, the concept of naked Family Guy characters is just not cool,
naked
man.
Simpson characters, completely different story. We all know this.
I'll say it. I don't get the appeal of Marge, the beehive hairdo. It's not. I don't know.
Yo, when Marge's hair is down though.
When does she bring her hair down in the show?
She can get it. When it gets wet.
When she comes out of a pool glimmering in the sunlight.
Okay, when it's like the Ferris Bueller scene.
There's a couple documents I could show you that would.
If we keep talking about this, we're gonna have to pause it so I can go to the bathroom and take care of some business. If you know what I mean.
Go touch my tiny penis.
Gonna go jack my penis off.
Anyways, Mom, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Write a letter to my penis, if you know what I mean. Well, I just came back from the road, so I am.
How'd it go,
all
man?
Out of jism. It's I left it all in the hotel room, as you do.
Grant
I filled the toilet up.
Grant found a way to power his car with only jizz.
Just fucking the gas hole.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, listen, it's painful, but you save not that much money, because I keep having to pay guys to jerk off in my car, and it is expensive.
How
is so expensive
these days.
How are the shows, Grant?
Real good. Bismarck,
nice.
North Dakota. This is the third time I've been out there. Always pulling through. It's a good show. Have you done one?
Yeah, 1604.
1603. Yeah.
Main events. They moved it over one.
Yeah, they moved it down one. Yeah, and across the street.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
I passed out some download cards. So if any of you crazy bastards are listening, hi.
Welcome to hell, bitch. That's how I welcome people to.
You've died and gone to hell, fucker.
Yeah, yes. Dude. This is your own personal fucked up prison in hell.
You're stuck here.
And guess
now,
what,
bitch?
Guess who your cellmate is? Fucking Saddam Hussein, you piece of shit. That's how bad you.
And he's animated like South Park too.
Yeah,
dude.
Top of his
South Park.
He's gonna fuck you down.
So it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, well, the devil's nice, kind of.
Yeah, he's like kind of a nice
Park.
guy.
Yeah.
Welcome to South Park, Hell.
Welcome to fucking South Park, bitch.
Nice.
You know, it's
nice.
You're only our second guest to do a Cartman impression.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love it. So am I supposed to?
Is that Kelly?
Am I supposed to say
so.
sorry
Hi,
at
Kelly.
some point?
Yeah. Should we get into some apologies, or yeah?
Water in here.
Should we apologize for the thing we did, Kai?
Yeah, sure. We can start. I do want to bring up the time that Abed and I did something really bad. And also I want to bring up the woods off of the river in 2009.
Is this? These are so specific. Are these names that we're gonna have to bleep?
Well, Aben's a Minneapolis comedian. We might want to.
Ebenezer?
Yeah, Ebenezer. Kai and Ebenezer were like good buds.
We were
growing up. Still
obnoxious in high school. We went to the Mall of America after school to go interact with people.
Yeah. By the time I became friends with Kai, we knew like so many people and like so many mutuals. I mean, I think we hit the ground running. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
let's get into it. Yeah. What do you got?
Tommy, want to kick us off here?
Well, should I get it? So the thing that we did together.
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Kai. So I would get done with like Comedy Corner, and then I would just like go and meet up with Kai and Como, and we would just play pool and just really get after the booze. I mean, Kai could like.
You would drink the schooners, right? You would chug schooners at Manning's.
Really
yeah. I would see Kai. We would go to fucking Manning's across the street. So we'd go play pool at Sporties, go to Manning's, and Kai would get Manning's, and Kai would get.
I still feel like he said it wrong.
Okay, this is like a problem. I say like
you got mayo on the brain.
Yeah, dude. We got mayo brain.
Dude, my brain is caked in fucking mayonnaise.
Think about that white condiment we all love.
Manning's.
I've been squirting mayonnaise up my nose for years.
I just always pronounce things wrong. Like I say like Wisconsin all the time instead of Wisconsin. I'm literally just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, man, we know.
Oh, look at that. Fucking
but like Kai could get like 2 summits that are like in those goblets, like they're like big beers, you know, and like inhale both of them in like, I don't know, 4-5 seconds. I mean, it was
up. I mean, I like when in Chicago, I went to a bar and my friend like wants to know how fast my friend can drink this out of a mug. And the bartender was like, okay, because it was slow.
Yeah.
And I did it, and the bartender was like, okay, I guess that one's on the house. And
yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. I've heard that it's unsettling.
It's like, okay, when normally people chug things fast, it's like cool. Kai does it so fast, you're just kind of like, Jesus, man. Like that was too fast.
That was fucked up. What you
and it
did.
makes my eyes red like weed.
Yeah. Anyways, it would make me piss my pants laughing because I'm like, this guy drinks too damn much. This is hilarious. Anyways, it's just one of those nights we're like drinking a lot, and then we're at it's like 5 a.m, and maybe like we see the sun coming up, and we're just like in Kai's room, just keeping the party going for like no reason, and then Kai says something that what was your exact verbiage? Like, what did you say to me?
Hey man, like I have like a lot of extra plates and a baseball bat, like, and I know a place, it's the railroad.
Yeah.
I know a secret spot, dude.
Yeah, it's just
the railroad.
There's that train that goes through Como, and Kai's like, yeah, hey, I have a bunch of weird stuff in my garage. You want to go like hit stuff on the railroad tracks?
This is
and I'm like
early 20s equivalent of being like, you want to see a dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one in the woods, and I can show it to you.
And we're just blackout drunk, and like the sun is rising. I'm just like, yeah, that sounds
pretty much up.
Yeah, and I'm like, that sounds great. Like, yeah, I would love to break things with you, brother. That sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
some guys break bread. You guys broke plates by the railroad.
We broke plates. So we're just at the railroad tracks. I'm just tossing up Kai like lobs, and he's just like, wow. It's 7 a.m.
Yeah,
like,
and also I brought my speakers, and we were just playing like really loud music while just smashing stuff.
Yeah, we're like probably listening to like Death Grips, something that like just like really
just. Yeah.
Like, want to play some Danny Brown, dude? Let's really lose our fucking minds, you know?
Really dissonant shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, it's such a disturbance in the neighborhood, and this guy comes up, he hops the fence,
wielding a shovel.
Yeah, with a shovel, and he's like, "What the fuck is going?"
It's bad.
Yeah, so he comes up to us with a shovel, and he's like, "The fuck is? I got work," and he's like gonna kill us.
Wife and like a kid, like he was just like yelling about all the people that we just woke up in his house.
Yeah, and that was our bad. We did do that, and I was sorry then. I was like, I'm really sorry, man. I did not think about the houses that are 20 feet away from me while I was smashing plates with a bat.
Do you want to leave now or in an ambulance?
Yeah. And you had the bat, which I'm glad you did, because like you're a bigger guy than I am. I mean, everyone's a bigger guy than I am, but you're a pretty big guy. So you kind of were like, is this happening?
Yeah, are we like gonna do like a medieval melee battle? Like,
yeah, we're on the railroad tracks. I'm looking at a bunch of rocks. I'm looking at a bunch of rocks that are on the ground, and I'm just like, am I physically able to pick one of these up and throw it at a guy?
This is
Tommy
truly
just crushing a guy's head with a big rock out by the railroad.
This is the beginning of an episode of like original CSI. You know what I mean? Like it opens on the body and then it goes back and it's like you guys fucked up beating some dude in the head with a baseball bat.
Well, we ended up just going, so sorry, and just like running away.
Okay.
Because I was like,
that's the appropriate thing to do
for sure. Yeah.
I was like,
the right thing.
Yeah, I was like, we'll stop right now. And he's just like, was just so mad. And then we were like, damn, we should go home. And I remember just like walking home being like, yeah, that was messed up. I feel bad for the families that I disturbed this morning.
Yeah.
That's that reminds me. This isn't a funny story. This is
tell it on our
it's another railroad track story.
Yeah.
I was walking also with a friend. This was a long time ago. It was in Dinkytown as well. It was probably on the same railroad tracks, but just farther down by like 15th Avenue by like Van Cleve Park and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking through there because my ex-girlfriend used to live in the North Star apartments, and I lived like right across the railroad track. So we would just like cut across the railroad tracks instead of going on the sidewalk and stuff. And me and my roommate were walking back to our apartment one night after like partying over at her place. And we just saw like a group of people just beating the shit out of one person, like in between some train cars, like way down the tracks, probably like 100 yards or so.
Jeez.
And we just like stood there and just started watching.
Oh my
God. We were just like hammered and we're just standing there, and they turned to us and they just go like, "What, motherfucker, what?" And they start like running after us, and we just ran away.
Yeah, that's really scary.
We never did anything about it. It's like,
yeah, man.
Dude. Well, maybe that was you guys.
Well, maybe that guy was smashing plates with a bat, and everybody and those guys were one big family that they disturbed on their waking up while they're going to work.
That was a weird one, because it is like, what do you do?
That's fucking scary. Also, like, I don't know what it is at like 2 a.m. when you're in like kind of a remote part of town, all of a sudden there's just no laws, you know what I mean? Where like anytime you're walking back from the bar and it's just all of a sudden it's like a post-apocalyptic scenario, like any man that you run into, it's like, this guy might kill me. I don't know.
Sure.
Or
like,
offer to sell me potions or knives.
yeah.
You know, everything's a random encounter at this point.
Yeah, dude, and I can't tell if he's good or bad. Like, there's no way to differentiate. There's not like a red marker over his head where it's like, he wants to kill me.
At 2 a.m. last weekend, I was on my friend's balcony on the second floor, and we encountered a modern day bard. There was a guy.
A bard?
Well, I'll explain it. He was walking while we were smoking cigarettes on the second floor balcony, and he just started rapping at us, and like noticed that we noticed him. And so he was just like rapping, and he had like the general vibes were just kind of like open your third eye Hotep kind of stuff.
Yeah. Wait, so he started rapping, he's like performing for you guys.
Yeah, but he went on for like 3 minutes, and at one point he said that he took the blue pill, which we realized is the one where you just wake up like normal. And,
he got the pills wrong.
He started to run out of steam after that. After that, he just like he ran out of lines and just said, "And I'm 26." and then like started rapping again, and then we kind of like just like we're like, okay, we gotta go, because he wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
And then you're up on the balcony. How do you stop that?
Well, you just
go inside.
Yeah, but I will say, like, it was 2 a.m. It's kind of the witching hour. It's just where you encounter encounters.
Well, well, I don't know if I talked about this on this show ever, but I was walking home. I think I might have when I like witnessed a murder, I thought, or some sort of like torture happening.
Like you just told it.
I was walking home
How
from
many almost murders?
Dude, it's the same thing though. It's like you're walking around. If you're walking around at 2 a.m., you are just gonna see some shit. Like, so I left.
Not in New York, man.
It's always when
New York's safest city in the world.
Safe and chill vibes over here.
That's why you moved there, right, dude? It's just
because Minneapolis I was getting robbed too much in Minneapolis.
Tommy's one of those guys who's like, yeah, Minneapolis just got too crazy for me last year. Then moved to New York.
Had to move to New York. But so I was walking home. I got like way too drunk at CCU one night, and then I went to
one night.
Yeah, just once. Once
is
ever.
Is it CC Club, or is this a different thing?
No, it's Corner Bar.
Comedy Corner.
I think you've been to, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
With the comedy club in the basement.
Yeah.
CCU is the club in Corner Bar.
Okay.
It stands for Comedy Corner Underground, which hopefully is going to be reopening soon. But I don't know. It's going to be like September, I think now. But I was walking home. I went and got some food at Acadia. Also a friend of the show, Acadia open mic, best open mic to ever.
Died, doesn't exist anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. Is Acadia even still open, or is that?
No, I think it closed down.
Oh shit, that was a good bar. But
surprise, that was the worst owner.
I went over there to get some food. I mean, I just said that's a good bar, but listen to this. I went over there to get some food. Because I was too hammered and I had to like sober up, and I got like first of all I got a banh mi sandwich, very odd choice for like it's like an American food bar, and I think I had a bowl of soup and an incredibly drunk order, incredibly alcoholic order.
That bowl of soup to go, thank you.
Just put it in my hands. I'm gonna slurp it.
Actually, can you line that soup up in 6 different shots? I'm gonna get crazy right now.
Mister, bring that that ladle over here. Put it in my mouth.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I was waiting for my food,
I'm drunk and I need some hot fucking soup, man.
I looked and I just saw a mouse running across like the restaurant floor, like the service floor. And
Yeah, carrying
funny.
plates too, you know,
And I was like
carrying your soup to you.
Man. Yeah. And then so I walked home from there. It's like a 4-mile walk or something. It's like deep into Northeast, and sobered up nicely, you know, that's why you do it. And as I was passing this one restaurant above it, I just heard these like blood curdling screams coming out of this restaurant, like consistently. And it was a type of thing where I was like alone and I was like, what the fuck? And I like crossed the street, but then I just stopped because I was like, there's something like happening right there that I'm
and
witnessing.
What are you going to do about it?
So I like stopped and kind of looped around and I was like trying to look up in there, but dude, there was like not bars on the window, but it was like almost like chicken wire on the windows. And you could see lights on, but like the curtains were closed. And then another group of people also were like coming over to look at it because they heard it too. And then they called.
Everyone has little soup to goes in their hand. But a bunch of drunk.
Dude, are you really drunk too? Yeah.
Be like, I noticed.
I just walked 8 miles.
I could tell you were drunk by the
filled with soup.
Yeah. You're drunk too. I know this by the soup you're also carrying. We got the same like idea, man. You want to go hang out and grab another beer, maybe? I like your vibe.
Tomato basil is fucked up, dude.
But yeah, so they called the cops, and then I like kind of slunk away, like and went down because I didn't want to talk to the cops or be involved in any way, really. But I like stayed. I was like kind of like leaning and like hiding behind a lamppost, like watching what was happening. And dude, all the cops did were
you're trying to get super skinny. You're tucking your gut in.
Tucking in his stomach,
just covered in.
But you're all bloated because of the soup you just drank, and you're like, this was not the best hiding spot. A thin pole.
Grant realizing in that moment that you piss out soup.
So what ended up happening?
We don't know. It's just like the cops just went and they were like shining their fucking lights up there, and then they left.
MPD, Minneapolis's finest. Also,
getting to the bottom.
Real quick departure that reminded me of the mouse carrying plates or whatever that we made up. What about Ratatouille? But the rat's really shitty at cooking. You know, like it's just a normal rat. You know.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, this food sucks. And he's like, well, what do you? I got a fucking rat cooking the whole thing, man.
It's just a normal rat pulling your hair and biting your scalp. You're like, it's like a chef or something. It's like a chef or something.
I watched this documentary and I thought I could apply the same things in the documentary. Are you talking about Ratatouille? You think Ratatouille's a documentary?
There's a voiceover at one point.
It's some guy commenting on it, being like, "I wish this was real, bro."
Naked Ratatouille.
Oh no.
Well, the rat.
He is naked.
He's not wearing clothes.
And that rat has some fucking titties.
Honestly,
big ass dick.
In the description of this episode, we'll put like Kai's social media and stuff. But can we also put the Instagram handle, the Family Guy Sexy? I really want people to check out these comments, man.
I deleted all of my main social. I had no clout anymore. I just destroyed my social account.
You got rid of your account, the drawing account.
Both of them, yeah. Twitter and Instagram.
I tried to look for your Twitter today, and did you deactivate?
Yeah, I might reactivate, but I don't know. I got bored of people being weird.
Oh yeah.
I will probably be back, but in the meantime, I have nothing to plug just because I'm.
Yeah, well, people would hit up. You were like making your living off drawings. Like Kai's, like I can't stress this enough. If he does, I don't know, activate his accounts again, he draws like incredible shit. Like where I like because like I'm friends with you, and I've said this to you before, where like I forget, I'm like, oh, weird that you're like an amazing artist, like because. It's just crazy, you know, but you would get like tons of DMs of people just like wanting to, weird people, but then like people like just trying to like kind of like shiest you for your artwork and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah.
I got some really, really weird commission requests. There's one guy who was just like, hey, so I have an idea for a commission. And I was like, okay, what is it? And he was just like, so Adam ate the apple and I want Mario, like the piranha plants from Mario, to be on the heads of everyone. And it was like schizophrenia mixed with Mario. It was insane. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And he just said, just kept explaining his ideas.
No, but wait until you hear about Bowser.
Yeah. The only narrative I know, the Mario games. But you draw these like very like fucked up and like beautiful drawings. They're like monsters and they're like really detailed. But it's like, and you got a good following from it. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna like attract some like dark corners.
I get some fucking weirdos. There's one person
from the
on
internet,
Instagram was sending me videos of dolls that she makes and like was pantomiming with them, and she would send me like 20 of those videos at a time. And I was like, I think I have to block you. Like, could you please stop sending me these? And she just sent me like 20 more where one of them had my name. And I was like, ugh, yeah. Oh, I hope that I didn't get a curse or that she's going to kill me.
Yeah, you definitely got hexed, bro.
Yeah, well, but I don't know. I
don't hex me, bro.
Don't hex me, bro. Don't groom me. Don't hex me, bro.
The lamest thing to be tired about, but I think like I had 14,000 followers on Twitter when I deactivated. I think after 10, like the novelty of getting attention wears off, and you just like it's just not pleasant.
Yeah.
Everybody I know with like a lot of followers seems to. I mean, I think there's ways to do it right, but I think like most people seem pretty like it seems too much, because these aren't like a lot of these people with like, you know, anywhere between like 10 and like 100,000 followers. They're not like I mean, they don't like make their money off like the art they do in whatever capacity it is. They still do like regular jobs. So you still have to do your like regular job while having like weirdos just be in your shit, you know. And that's why I'm staying below 5,000. You know,
I was just gonna say that's why I took a blood oath to stay at 1,500.
Yeah,
there you go, baby.
If anyone follows me over 1,500, I block them.
Well, yeah. I mean, in this way, that I'm more successful than either of you.
Wow,
I'm
really?
sticking right around 900. I think that's good.
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
In an even realer sense, I'm more successful than that because I have like 80 followers on my private Twitter.
Fuck.
Oh my God. Now he beat us both ways.
Imagine.
Well, we should all go follow his private Twitter to
put
fucking juice those numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll put that in the show notes so you can just continue to make Kai's life a living hell.
Yeah, I love more parasocial relationships with all of you. You're all my best friends, and I love you more than you can imagine.
I truly care about each and every one of you.
So actually, I was just thinking there's a different thing I would like to apologize than Abin and I accidentally shooting someone with a BB gun. Okay. I can apologize for that too, but really quickly, there's one time in college, I'd like to say an apology. I'm sorry to this incredible fucking dickhead that I don't like, but I'm sorry, I guess. So when I was like 20, I was in college, and someone in my group of friends got invited to a party. And we walked to it. It was like on 8th in the Como area, like a dinky townish area. And we got to the party, and I was already really drunk. And I brought a handle in my backpack. And right when we got in the party, I asked if anyone had any weed. And
cool move. That's always a cool move.
Yeah.
Really, really.
And you didn't do it because you wanted weed. You were like, I need to establish myself as a cool guy.
Yeah. No, I wanted weed.
That's really situation dependent, and like what kind of party you're at.
It wasn't the right party. So what happened is this really buff dude who's the host, like, what are you, a cop? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a cop. Look at me. And I was being sarcastic and rude, and he was just like, don't fucking say that shit. Get the fuck out of my house. And I was just like, no, hey. And like,
I want weed. What about the weed?
It's like I'm a big dude, but this dude was bigger and buffer, and just was like, it was his house, and he was telling me to leave. So I was like, bleh. And I like left and was just like drunkenly stewing outside because all my friends were inside. And I like got
Stewie Griffin outside, if you will.
I was getting really mad, drinking out of the handle by myself, getting drunk and angry outside of this party.
Respect.
And I found a Target bag in the street and just started peeing in it. And this dude started videotaping. He's like, oh man, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, started videotaping me. And then I tied it off and whipped it at their house. And then I decided, I guess, that wasn't enough. So I like marched up to the front door.
You had to teach this guy a lesson.
This will show you to kick me out of your own house.
I kicked in his front door and then realized and a dude had been videotaping me. And then I realized immediately that I had overstepped my bounds. And
just committed a felony.
You know, I was just like, it is time to vanish. And so I just like started fast walking away. And I like noticed that I like turned around and like I heard what the fuck? I heard this dude roar, and I saw the dude who was videotaping me just be like, "Man, look at this!" And like just show him the video, and then I just heard. Then I was like, okay, it's time for me to just actually run. And so then I just ran and hid in alleyways, and like him and like a group of friends just started looking for me in the neighborhood. And I just
like dude, this guy's hilarious. He makes great content if you just film him. He just kind of freaks out and pees into stuff if you just kind of put a camera to his face.
Well, but I guess I was totally the dick there. You know, like I got kicked out of a party and then decided to like freak out.
Yeah. So I barge in this party. I say, "Who's got weed?" Then I immediately say I'm a cop. They kick me out. I decided to piss all over everybody and anything I could find.
The real shame of that is that guy now will never trust police again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, dude, police are fucked up. You kick them out of your party, they'll whip the target bag and piss at your house and kick your fucking
dude.
And then they'll run away.
Yeah,
they'll fast walk away.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
It was fucked up.
That's fucked up.
God, Steve, that goes back to like just late at night. It's just anarchy out there.
That time I was
but then it all of a sudden the hunted become the prey. the hunter the hunted become the prey.
I love the college detail of your group of friends not bailing from the party when they're just like, yeah, we're staying at this part.
I wasn't even mad at them for like I didn't have any expectation that they would. I was just mad that I got like kicked out of a party for trying to be so chill by asking for weed.
Yeah,
like you're too chill. You went full circle, became cop. That's the thing.
You went so where now you're just not chill at all. You horseshoe theory. Never tell you guys I'm gonna have two sons, one big one, one small one. The big one's gonna be named Hunter, and the small one's gonna be named Hunted.
Did I ever tell you I'm gonna have two sons? I'm gonna name them Sativa and Indica. Okay.
And one is gonna be bouncing off the walls all the time.
I'm gonna have three.
Yes.
And they're Ryan, Grant, and Tom.
Nice.
Nice. Thanks, man.
That's awesome, man.
Tommy, I'll tell you what, both of your sons are gonna give me too much anxiety for me to be around them.
Hey,
maybe in my early 20s I could have been around them. Not anymore, buddy. Now they make me think about death.
Man,
and now you just vape constantly.
I have started doing that a lot
instead of cigarettes, or in addition. Is it an add-on?
It depends, but usually instead of.
I've been vaping constantly too, man.
That's cool.
And you know what?
My cat's going insane again, dude.
It's cool that you're vaping, Tommy.
Your cat just came in here and asked if any of us had weed.
I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah, it's peeing all over and it kicked open the fucking door.
My cat knows where the weed is.
What's the deal with these people whose houses smell like piss?
They're peeing in it.
Dude,
have you guys ever had that? And they don't address it either.
Can I talk about something?
It smells like fucking piss.
There is this like, okay, you know, like that one. So there is this kid's house I would go. It's more my little brother's friend at the time, but there's this kid house we would go to, and
what's
it's just
the deal with people whose houses smell like piss?
No, but his house always smelled like piss. I mean, it was one of those houses where like the parents just let, like the parents were like hoarders, and they just let like the three kids just really kind of like do like just vibe it out by themselves, you know. And you would go to you would go to like his house for like a sleepover. And then like the kid would be like, yeah, man, you can just like piss in the corner if you want to.
Dude, I think I've talked about that on spot too. I had a guy who in my neighborhood when I was a kid, we would piss in his garage. He was like, we can just do that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never pissing in my house again.
No, it was insane. Like you
would piss on the carpet.
But like I remember the older brother was like kind of more he was like, and like the older brother turned out to be like, he's like this really well put together guy in his adult life, really smart guy.
He was like, and don't piss on the carpet, piss on the kitchen
linoleum. But you would go over there and be like, dude, John, it smells like shit in your house. And he would just be like, no, come on, man. No, it doesn't. You know, it's fine. You know, and he'd be like,
smells weird, but
and he'd be like, no, it does smell like bad. And then like his little brother would be like, yeah, I've been pooping in the corner.
No way.
I mean, there's just no rules. I mean, it is also one of those houses where like you're sleeping over and you're expected, you're not going to get a blanket or a pillow. You're just going to like be sleeping in your jeans on like a concrete floor.
Stay up all night.
And staying up all night. And yeah, no rules house. It was great.
All right, I got to get my cat out of here. You guys keep going.
Well, fuck.
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 How do we work this? How do we work everything?
About the time I blew up the Pentagon. My ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, that was listen, that was pretty juvenile. And I'm not talking about the rapper, folks.
Mm-hmm. I will say that like to go back on the thing where like the guy was rapping at you from your deck.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's really fun. Like when I was watching 8 Mile, it was really funny. Like in the movie for like they're trying to kill each other. Like these two rival forces in the movie, you know, Eminem's gang and the other group of guys. And then they would like shoot each other and fight each other. And they'd be like, yo, meet me at the shelter so we can do our art. Like, so we can express ourselves in a healthy way.
Yeah. So
you know, I'm gonna attempt to kill you here. And then later I'm gonna, you know, express myself emotionally.
Yeah. You will try to kill me, but not before you hear my life story.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good move. I mean, if I were about to kill someone, I would definitely monologue.
Oh yeah.
Or at least attempt to.
Yeah.
I always feel bad for guys in TV shows or movies when they get shot before they even really have a chance to be like, you know, so here's how I was born in 1962, and that's when I was born.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank you. That would be my monologue. I would lie about my birth.
Yeah.
And then I would be wearing my World War II veterans hat.
Kai, do you want to apologize for what was the thing at the creek, the woods? What was that?
Okay, yeah. So in 2009, me and some friends were
that's good
playing with a sword that his older brother he had taken from his older brother, and they got into two of my friends got into kind of an argument over who was going to play with the sword, and one of my friends
such an awesome argument
sliced open the other friend, and we left. I blocked this out. I don't remember the guy's name. And I feel bad for the families that we didn't. No, I'm just kidding. That was
that's a movie.
That's the plot of the movie.
It's the plot of Super Dark Times.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah,
I just thought it'd be funny if I came on your comedy podcast. So apologize for a really dark thing.
Are you trying to do a bit?
Yeah.
It was a bit,
oh my.
Wait. Are we in the fucking bit zone?
As someone who's seen that movie, you did have me. I should have immediately been like, this is a bit, but I was like, I can't believe he had the same experience.
It's like a Canadian movie. I feel like
I never heard of it.
It was on Netflix. Kai, you're a good liar.
Thanks. I've practiced.
Thanks, man. I really
thank you, dude. I raised my charisma skill.
No,
it means a lot, man.
I was a salesman for a while. I stare in the mirror a lot and just talk. I can make my pupils dilate on command.
Really?
No, that'd be weird.
That was a good lie. That was a good lie.
Exactly. I didn't miss a beat.
He just slipped one right in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm
the king gaslighter.
Who do you think you are? A guy in the 1960s on a date with a woman?
Call him El Gaslador.
I don't know what the fuck that even was.
So on some truth shit, on some speaking some realness right now.
Yeah, dude.
Me and Ebenezer.
Are you about to go off? Man?
Yeah, I am. Me and Aben, when we were 15, we got stoned, and we were at my dad's apartment in St. Paul, and we got stoned for like one of like our first 5 times getting stoned. So we got like very stoned.
It's kind of like the third, between the third and 5th time is when I got really high. Like the first 2 times, I don't think I got too high.
Yeah, totally. But you finally you hit it up and it's real. But you got really stoned, and I was like, I have a BB gun, and we're on the 2nd floor. We should totally like shoot at stop signs. And it's like, let's do it.
Yeah, let's just take a gun out in a city.
I feel like you have bad instincts in party situations, is what I'm realizing.
This wasn't
now.
the party.
Well, I mean,
no, Kai's the best at a party. I will go on record.
Yeah,
this dude's making me LOL in the kitchen. My guy is.
He's the worst in 2-person situations. When it's 2 people and he's one of them.
Well, exactly. One-on-ones.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my gun, bro.
Yeah. Also, me and Ebenezer.
My social anxiety is peaking. I need to hold a weapon.
I'm bored.
Me and Aben are 2 types of guys where it's like you kind of bring up anything that's a little mischievous, and it's like, yeah, let's get into some stuff.
Followers.
So we were
I'm a follower. That's established. Everybody knows that. The listeners know that.
You would have died at Jonestown, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't, because I would have befriended a guy who's much stronger.
No, you would have. You would have totally bought Jim Jones shit, and you'd be like, I am so thirsty. I want some of that Kool-Aid right now.
You would have been one of the people who died at Jim Jones's feet.
I'm actually
amazing them too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to this day, I'm just trying to get my hands on that Kool-Aid because I'm still a little curious. I'm like, I think it might actually taste good.
There might have been something in the Kool-Aid.
What if they perfected the taste of Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
I mean,
right now,
Kool-Aid just got it wrong. Got it wrong.
Kool-Aid's at about 85% of what it could be, if you ask me. I'm trying to fill that 15%.
It's a secret recipe.
Probably.
Yeah.
More sugar.
More.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
I do want to hear.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So,
sorry, I don't know who sidetracked.
We were shooting at
Impossible to know.
at stop signs and things, but it's like right on a busy street. It's on Summit, and we were just like
the main
so like a
roads.
really busy.
so we were just like shooting BB guns with a little scoped BB gun rifle from the second floor, just at stuff.
Also, to put a scope on a BB gun is such a funny thing.
Well, it came with the scope.
And you said, how old are you?
I was 15.
Okay, so how old are you now? Like 23 or something?
25.
Yeah,
25.
dude.
So this is 10 years ago. This is right when the mass shootings are really starting to kick in.
Yeah, I suppose
nice.
so. That's true.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, no, I guess I was trying to get with the times, but we did shoot at a pedal pub, and that was just funny. We hit a guy and he went, "A bee stung me," but like later, like I felt really bad about that. Like immediately after we got the whole thing went down, I was like, "Man, are we like little sociopaths? Like this is fucked up."
Yeah.
But in the moment when I was stoned 15 with my friend, we like just were being little shits. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I do think it just happens.
Yeah.
And Abin, I don't think he was aiming for. I think he was aiming for the bar of the stop sign. He was trying to do like a sliver shot, trying to get a really small object. But he hit a woman in the leg who was jogging. I don't think he broke skin, but she was like, "Ow!" And then her buff ass boyfriend just like looked around and was like, "I see you." And,
are you a cop?
And we just like fucking. We just fucking
yes.
Yeah. That would have been the ultimate move as like two like 15-year-olds just to be like, Minneapolis PD, you both are under arrest.
Your girlfriend is actually a domestic terrorist.
And we're arresting you
Are you a
both.
cop? Guy's like, do you have any weed?
But the second he yelled that, we dropped to the floor and army crawled out of the back of my dad's apartment and fast walked to Chipotle.
A fast walk is the go-to for you.
Yeah.
Chipotle's a safe zone.
You guys, that was the rendezvous from beginning. Be like, if this goes south, meet at Chipotle.
Yep.
And
I'll be getting a bowl. You get a
burrito. Don't fuck it up. If you fuck up the order, they'll know.
Double wrapped, okay?
Tortilla on the side with the bowl. Everybody knows that. That's how you get the biggest bang for your buck. Forget about it.
That is, we thought nothing happened with that, and then like a week later, I was on a road trip with my dad, and I was asleep, and I woke up to my leg getting punched. My dad was just like, "Kai, I just got a call from the fucking landlord." Like, and it was just like, apparently, like a woman was shot in the leg with a BB gun, and then afterwards, a young white male and a young black male were seen leaving the premises. Like that was, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like that was me." We were, and then they said that they wouldn't press charges if we apologized, and the way that I decided to apologize was.
You drone strike to BB. You BB gun drone strike their house.
I did feel legitimately bad at this point, but I offered all I had was I was just like, I have like the entire Matrix DVD set. And it's yours. Like I'm so
this
sorry.
is actually what inspired me to do this.
I mean, that's like biblical almost in the sense that like that old story where it's like the person who gives 1 penny is much more than like the person who gives like 100 penny. Like this is the most important thing to me. My Matrix box DVD set, you can have it. I mean, that's like
what a way to
cute
find out
and very honorable.
Dude,
Tommy's gonna try and just turn this podcast Christian slowly.
That's been my prerogative the whole time.
It's like Christ said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times.
It's like Jesus said.
Come on, dude.
Come on, why would
it's like Jesus said, I'm getting too damn old for this. It's
like Christ said, this is some Jimmy Neutron shit. Dude, I think it's so funny. Before you said you apologized by giving your Matrix DVD set, I kind of said this earlier, but I think it's so funny to be like, and I apologize the only way I knew how, through song. Just like, Oh,
Yeah.
very sorry.
You have a guitar. You're just like, I wish you would step up from that ledge, my friend. You know?
I'm sorry, I shot you in the leg.
I mean, did you ever consider just like actually apologizing to them, or?
I apologized, but on top of it, like was.
Yeah. So that was like restitution.
Yeah.
It was an attempt at restitution because I was 15 and felt horrible and didn't know what to do about it.
Mhm.
So I said, I did a legitimate apology. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I wasn't thinking, like, and it was a big, I think I grew up a little bit. I didn't do that kind of Bart Simpson shenanigans again.
That is a big moment, having to apologize for something. Even as a kid, we all do things where it's like, damn, dude, that was fucked up that I did that. And I think most people have a moment where it's like your parents make you apologize for it. And it is a big character building thing.
I did something like, I didn't shoot anybody, but
nothing wrong with it.
We found,
Why did you shame me?
I was at.
What the fuck? Cool. All I did was shoot somebody.
I was on a field trip, and me and my friends found somebody's cell phone. And this is probably like 2006. So like cell phones were.
They were the shit.
Yeah, it was like, this thing is like made of pure gold. You know, we were in like 7th grade, super expensive, hard to come by at this time as like a 7th grader. And the person called the phone, and we were on the bus. So we just stole the phone, and we answered the phone, and we were talking to the person, and we're like, you're never going to see your phone again. And we just took it and just fucking broke it in half and like tore it apart.
You guys both have high voices, but you're like, you'll never see your phone again.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
You will never see your phone again.
Yeah. And then I made the mistake of telling my parents about that. I don't know. I think I've talked about it before.
You'll never guess what I did today.
It was hilarious.
Let me try beer now.
Mom's gonna love what I did today.
I think, Mom, I earned myself a damn beer, my first sip of beer.
I fucking stole something today,
and then
Mom.
broke it. I broke it.
Guess what you're teaching your son?
I fucking broke it.
I ripped it into 1,000 pieces.
And you are teaching me this, and you are teaching me to be a bad boy.
One of my buddies in high school, his name was Kyle, and his parents were both just like old farmer types where like he smoked weed, and they kind of knew, you know, but it was one of those things where they were like, don't do it, you know. And one day she found like he had like a little tiny bubbler that had like, you know, water in there. Or maybe it was just even a pipe. Anyways, she found it in his room, and he came home one day, and she told him, she was like, I found your bong, Kyle. And he was like, okay. And she was like, if you're wondering where it is, it's smashed into 1,000 pieces on the driveway. And it's just like, I just remember him coming home, like coming to school the next day and being like, yeah, dude, my mom she's such an idiot. She thought my pipe was a bong. And at the lunch table, I'll just be like, every one of us just being like, oh, you're so fucking cool, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Your mom's such a dumb bitch.
Everybody just dunking on the mom.
Yeah.
My dad one time found my grinder, and
your grinder profile.
Yeah, dude. That was,
like, all right, I'm sorry.
You're like, Dad, why were you on Grindr?
Yeah.
It's like, let's sit down, son. We need to talk about your mom and I's relationship. It's complicated.
But he was like, yeah, I found this. I don't know what it is. I assume it's for enhancing it. And I was just like, dude, you're like you're an engineer, man. Like it's a cheese grater, dude.
There's 3 pieces. One time my mom, I was smoking weed in the basement and like blowing it out the window. I might have said this. My mom came down, she was like, it smells like skunky down here. And I was like, yeah, that's like fucked up that it smells like that. And then my dad came down like 15 minutes later and was like, you got to stop smoking weed down here, man. Just immediately.
All right. Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Kai.
It's one final weed story for the 420 special.
Yeah, we're releasing this.
Yeah.
I wonder if we have a weed noise in here. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm in the pocket right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I feel so bad about everything I've ever done.
I'm never gonna see your phone
again.
Shit, why did I say that to Stacy in
My
3rd
mom's
grade?
disappointed in me. But
Why did I
Let me get
shoot
my
that
gun.
guy?
I'm fucking 28.
Let's hear it.
I had an ounce of weed in a bag in a jar, and I decided that it would be safe in the garage. And my mom searched, like she just was cleaning the garage and she found it. And I but like my mom's a Russian Jewish immigrant. I would rather lose an ounce of weed at this age, which was like 16, than like, face that wrath. So I just like, so this is a sorry to my friend Tom. I was just like, I'm holding it for Tom. It's not mine.
Just right under the bus.
Yeah, just boom. But he didn't care because what ended up happening is she's like, well, it's not good for you, but how much do you think this costs? And I was like, I mean, it's like, $100 something, it's some money. And she's like, well, I wouldn't feel right throwing it away. So I'll just give it back to Tom. So I really quickly called Tom and I was like, hey man, I threw you under the bus, but you get an ounce of weed out of it. Are you okay with that? He's like, yeah, man.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Tom was like,
I'm the coolest guy there.
Totally. Tom came up on an ounce of weed. Like he just picked it up. My mom was like, you shouldn't be doing this. And he was like, yeah.
Tom was like, I literally have barely ever interacted with your mom. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But then you're like, Mom, I'm going to hang out with Tom.
We're gonna.
He smoked it all. Don't worry. I'm going to hang out with High Tom though.
He put it all in one joint.
Oh man, that would blow her mind, but she'd believe it because she doesn't know. She doesn't know what's up.
Yeah, she's Russian.
But
she's Russian.
She's Russian. Tommy, has anyone pointed out that your mic looks like it's from the 1920s?
Yeah.
Okay. I just
glad we could clear the air.
Don't bring that up, dude.
Tommy gets really sensitive about the age of his microphone. It was actually his great grandfather who was a Nazi.
His podcast. Now that is edgy.
Please
go extra.
You know what's
Please
crazy
stop talking about my microphone. Okay?
You know what's Tommy about?
It's fucking me up in my head. Okay.
Crazy about Tommy's great
I feel self-conscious.
Is he was a Nazi and an 1800 slave owner. It's weird.
He was able to do both.
Yeah.
The worst of both worlds.
Who can do both.
Yeah.
Tommy's great grandfather. He was an awful guy.
His name was Frederic.
And it's 2021, man. You need to respect me for that.
I guess.
All right.
Fine.
I don't know. All right.
Fine.
And you need to not get mad at me for that.
Dude, you know what? We should respect Tommy for that.
Okay.
I was thinking about it just now, and it's honestly, it's not cool that his grandpa was that stuff, but we should like.
You should still.
Yeah.
You should still respect me. It's 2021.
It's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be bad. Let me be a bad person.
2021. I get to be bad and happy.
I get to be bad and happy. Respect my lifestyle.
I get to date my cousin, bro.
Yeah.
And it's your problem if you have a problem with that.
You're fucked up, dude. Being hateful is a mental illness.
Do we have a listen? Do we have a listener?
Dogs can't consent. You're telling me dogs can't consent.
That's not what they're telling me.
Yeah, they're telling me bark, 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 and it's like, listen, I don't speak Russian.
I'll tell you what, my neighbor's dog is telling me to do some fucked up things to it.
Is that Son of Sam reference right
yes,
there?
It was pretty
cool.
good reference there.
Do we have a listener apology?
We don't,
Real quick, me and Dana want to go on a bike ride.
We don't have a listener apology.
I got a pimple on my nose, and last week I met a guy whose dog just had puppies, and the dog ate one of them.
Really?
One of the puppies?
The dog ate one of its puppies.
Oh my!
What is the pimple?
Huh?
I hate that so much.
Something to say. I got a pimple on my nose, a beard that I'm not really too confident in right now, honestly.
I think it looks good.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's way more than I could
get. It is a little patchy. Thank you, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
The mustache, that looks good.
Well, I don't think I should be commenting on anybody's appearance at this point.
You look good.
I think mine is too. I like the blue mullet. I like that just the mullet part is blue.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of it soon.
Why?
The mullet's gonna be going away.
No, keep the mullet,
dude.
You know what's the thing I don't understand about you, Grant?
Yeah.
How long?
Is that a thing I really don't like physically? I don't understand about you is that you'll cut your hair and you'll have this clean cut haircut, and then like a week later you'll have like a long mullet. And
you know what else is weird about you, Grant? No matter what facial hair on your head combo you have going on, you always look kind of like Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
You can use that, by the way.
You'll just be like, I just got a haircut. And I'm like, oh, it looks good, man. And then like a month later, you're like, here's my long mullet. And I'm like, how did this happen? I feel like I just talked to you and you had short hair.
Yeah, it's impressive. In my bones, dude. I don't know.
Since we don't have a listener apology today, can we talk about
we should maybe just we should just close out all the apologies we owe because we just talked about a lot of fucked up shit.
And I don't think any of us apologize for anything.
No, so I'm gonna apologize to those people whose phone I broke. And the people the multiple murders I witnessed. Sorry about not reporting it.
There's nothing you could do.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Am I forgiven?
Yeah.
You're really you're big forgiven on that.
I'm sorry to the buff dude whose door I kicked in and I threw pee at his house. I'm sorry, man. That wasn't that cool, actually.
Yeah.
So that's on me. I'll own up to that. I'm sorry. And then
that's really responsible of you.
Yeah, that's big of you.
That is big of you. Thank you.
You're really growing, man.
To the guy, I guess, that I shot with a BB gun who said, "Ow, a bee," and then also the woman who my friend shot, but with my BB gun, whose boyfriend said, "I see you."
You've also distorted this guy's idea of what a bee sting is.
Yeah, totally.
He's a bee.
Tripping now.
You're like, no, it's a BB.
Oh,
there we go.
I think
that was really smart.
I'm sorry to the guy that we woke up. That sucks.
Yeah,
we shouldn't have been that loud. I'm sorry to Joseph Thell in high school, who I bullied because I thought he was homophobic.
Tom framed him for the weed thing.
Sorry to Tom.
Also, you're welcome, Tom.
Yeah,
also,
that's a net neutral, I think.
He has that ounce to this day.
I don't think so.
Still smoking on it. Just chipping away.
I don't think I talked about Joseph Thell, but I'm sorry I tied you to a chair in biology class. I thought you were homophobic, and I thought that
I did that. I tied my teacher's shoes to the desk one time, and she kind of fell. It was actually hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, it really killed in like 4th grade.
It's a good move.
No, it was fucking awesome.
It's classic.
Okay.
Is that all over apologies?
I think we're
that's all
I think we just sewed it all up.
In lieu of a listener apology today, I want to demand an apology. So I went to like a mostly white high school, right, in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
No, wait, Chippewa Falls?
Yeah, Chippewa Falls. And I think
it wasn't really diverse.
It wasn't.
Wow, man. I did not know that about you.
Surprising.
Okay.
But I think this is a pretty common thing in mostly white high schools where the Spanish teacher is always a white woman. Mm-hmm. And every day, because of that,
she's like, "Call me profesora," and you're like, "I'm not gonna do that, Susan." Okay.
Every day in Spanish class was just like a new, most racist thing you've ever seen in your life. Where
that's
she would just be like, "All right, class, welcome. Bienvenidos, whatever. Today we're all wearing sombreros and smoking cigars. We're gonna get little mariachis and."
Oh, dude, that's a bit, man. You should do that on stage.
Learn anything in Spanish class other than like stereotypes. I
can tell by
Hispanic
your pronunciation of bienvenidos.
You know what else was fucked up? Is like every Spanish class we would be like, all right, we're gonna go all around and we're gonna change your names for some reason. So Ryan, you're Pedro.
I remember.
Greg, you're Jorge, and
Nacho over there.
And Enrique, you're Gonzalez. So,
okay, I have 2 Spanish stories. And then we can kind of wrap up. But I remember I made a video with my friend Jack, our freshman year of high school, our Spanish class. I think you guys know Jack Lucas. And maybe I shouldn't say maybe I shouldn't. This is not too bad. Anyways, we made a video where it's like it was very like sombrero.
Guys, don't cancel Jack Lucas.
Mustache. It was like very cultural appropriation in that sense. And then we made a video. We made like a funny video, and then like showed it to the class, and then the teacher paused it, and she was like, "Okay, guys, this is like racist." And then all the students were like, "This is funny. Play the video. Play Jack and Tommy's video." And we were like, "Yeah, play our fucking video, man. We put a lot of work in this." And then the other thing was I was in Spanish 2 as a freshman with like seniors in high school, and 2 of the seniors were on the football team. It was Orlando and Marquise, and they were huge guys. They were like linemen. And they would do this joke. That's probably like one of the funniest jokes I've ever witnessed. So shout out to Orlando and Marquise. They were like, they were 300-pound students, high school students, and they would take, and they're like on those little tiny public high school desks, they would take their stomachs, their bare stomachs, and put them on the desk. And then our teacher would be like, "Orlando, Marquise, get your stomachs off the desk." and then they would go, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like, my stomach's not on the desk right now." And I would just be in tears crying. Like, these are the coolest guys I've ever.
Thing you can do.
They're like,
especially when they're seniors and you're younger and you're like, holy
and
shit.
just a fat stomach on a desk, man.
It's
That's
so
just
classic,
dude.
That's classic.
You know what else is fucked up? the Spanish class was like, when we would go around and do the names, we had one Hispanic kid in our class and his name was Joe. And then the teacher was like going around, you know, she was like, Ryan, your name's Pedro, whatever. And then she got to Joe and she was like, Joe, I guess you're just Joe. Why is he just Joe?
I will say that she didn't have a winning situation.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
It's like, what do you do? Call him Jose?
It would have been. I was like, oh, you're actually Panchito. You can't fucking win.
I think I would have gone the other way and been like, you're Greg. Everybody's doing opposites.
Yeah, totally. That's the
move. Also, that was the only teacher I ever had in high school who she pulled me aside one time and she was like, you know, Ryan, not everybody's supposed to go to college. I remember hating her for that. And I think I like told my mom and like I told her name was Miss Vujasinovich and I hate her to this day.
Yeah. That's a fucked up thing to do.
She was right. She was right, honestly, though, because I shouldn't have went to college, but I wanted to go to college and everybody else was. And also up until that point, everybody had told me I need to go to college. Yeah. So it felt like she was just pulling me aside and, you know, singling me out.
I mean,
and
being felt like that is what she was doing.
I think she doesn't say that as a teacher.
Because she didn't say that to the entire class either. She like had me, she was like, the bell rang and then everybody got up and she was like, Pedro, I need to talk to you. And then, you know, normally she'd like speak completely in Spanish and then she was like, okay. So she's speaking in English and I was like, all right, something's fucked up. And she was like, she sat down, she like took a deep breath and then she was like, not everybody's supposed to go to college. And I just remember being like, what? Like,
that's a bummer.
I think everybody is though.
Is this the apology you're demanding?
Yeah, from her and also just for keeping Joe his name. Everybody else had to change names, which I was like, I should be Ryan then if Joe gets to still be Joe.
Do you remember realizing that Nacho was a real name and just being like, that's this real?
Yeah.
And just having a brain aneurysm. Like, what?
Wait, my name could be Hot Dog.
All right, guys, I gotta get going.
No. Before you go, I gotta go.
I think this was a good episode. A lot of apologies for Eric.
Patch out anything that I said about myself that might have painted me in an unflattering light.
Yeah.
We'll just everything.
Okay, that's gonna
we'll
be.
We'll bleep you out the whole.
It's gonna be some heavy lifting.
You can keep everything. I understand that doesn't make me look like a good dude, but I do nice things. Not on. Those were the bad
dude. That's the entire point of this show. Yeah, okay. You know, is to create a safe space for dirt bags like you.
I'm actually God's little angel, but
you are.
I'm also a piece of fucking shit. I can't fucking shit myself around liquor.
I stink. And Mom, you raised me to stink.
You're making a Gollum video. Oh, can I do one plug?
Yeah.
In 2022, there's going to be a Gollum video game.
Oh, where you play as Gollum?
Wait, where you play as Gollum.
Don't you have a podcast coming out? Or no? Is that not?
Well, that one's perspective.
Okay, all right.
That might happen in the fall with a member of Podcast About List. There's also shouts out to Podcast About List. I mean, they're very cool. All of those guys are great, and but I want to shout out the 2022 Gollum video game.
That's a good plug.
Yeah. That's insane.
What's it going to be?
I don't know, but
it's a first-person shooter.
He's going to be trying to get his hands on that ring.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, I feel like the intro mission is going to be like,
precious.
You need to eat 5 slugs. Just fucking you're playing as a nasty little guy. That's insane. So thank you very much for having me on your podcast.
Thanks for coming.
Kai, you rock, man. It was really nice talking to you. I miss you.
Yeah, I'm probably seeing you in New York in fall.
Yeah, you can. I have an extra bedroom that I'm recording in right now.
That's insane.
I live in a mansion. I think I have the best apartment in Brooklyn. It was really nice talking to you guys. Love you guys. I do have to get going because I'm going on a bike ride.
All right, I gotta go. Before you go, Tommy, this is for you. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, for you as well. Fuck you.
Oh, sorry. The last episode's YouTube was late. I haven't uploaded it yet.
Yeah, we didn't get a clip on our last episode.
No, I just there was
timing nothing to take a clip from, honestly.
Yeah.
You wanted me to pull the clip of you just threatening to shoot all of our listeners in the head.
No, just my haters. my lovers. Welcome to my bed.
Hey, and also, I'd like to double down. If there's a hater of Ryan, I just got a permit to purchase. I've kind of painted a picture of myself as a little bit of a piece of shit. So I'll shoot them in the head with.
Thank you.
We'll get a little weed and Kai.
Yeah, my man's got experience, dude.
Kai, welcome to the Ryan Cinematic Universe.
Okay, I do have to go though. So bye, you guys.
Tommy,
Peace
Goodbye
out, everybody.
forever.
We love you.
Good luck in the world. I hope nothing bad happens to you, but it probably will. Thanks for listening to the goddamn podcast. I've been Ryan Call. That was Tommy Bayer, Grant Winkles. And we got Kai. What is your last name? If you want to put it out there.
Peterson.
Kai Peterson. I knew that. Fuck, that sucks that I didn't say that. Anyways.
I don't care. This
was a fun episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed recording it. And you know what? Go get a gun.
Sorry.
God bless you.
Nice.
All right. You know what? Fuck the 2021 Olympics. Thank you. Goodbye,
Bye.
baby.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, dude.